What's going on, guys? Welcome back. I'm a little late in the season to be putting out cameras, but I've been busy with everything else. But today we're putting out cameras, and I'm going to show you guys how easy it is to use the Ultimaider camera mounts. I've got two different mounts here. I've got the screw-in mount, which is perfect for private land, and then I've also got the quick paracord mount that is great for public land, because you can't use these screw-in steps on public land in most places anyway. Each one of these have a way to swivel. So this one, obviously, you can swivel on the screw, and then you could swivel it up and down with this screw head here. On this one, you have this flat up against the tree, and then you have another way to pivot it here. So for example, this tree here is leaning. All you gotta do is loosen that up, bring it up level, and there you go. I'm gonna do a quick tutorial on how easy it is to use these things. So we're gonna start with a screw-in step. I've got a feeder right here, so this is a permanent camera. So I'm gonna screw this guy in here, kind of point it towards the feeder, mount a camera on it, and move to the next one. So my feeder is straight this way. So I'm going to kind of point it at the camera, and I'm going to try to screw it in kind of level. Once it gets started, that bad boy just turns right in. You don't have to go all the way in. It's good to have that longer screw though for like pine trees, if you've got softer bark trees. That way you can get all the way through that soft bark. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get my level straight left and right, and that thing's ready to go. All you got to do is screw your camera on, take that strap off of there. I won't be needing that. So this camera, it's a little dirty, but actually has a screw in the back rather than on the bottom. So what we're going to do is put this down here like this, screw it into the back, and then tighten down our set screw, and then we can adjust our angle up and down from here. So that's going to be just right. This does a couple of things. This thing's super easy to use. It's really quick. It allows you to adjust the angle on the fly. You don't have to put sticks or rocks behind it to adjust your angle, and it also gets your camera off the tree. So I've got a bunch of cameras, and I hate pulling the cameras off and having to knock 100 spiders or ants or whatever off of them. So let's jump over to the paracord style. All right, so just for demonstration purposes, we're going to mount this right above the last one we just mounted. So you have your mount, and it's got a piece of paracord run through right there. So it's run through here with a knot on it. It comes out the other side. So you put your mount up on the tree, pull your paracord around, pull it tight, get it set up where you want it. So I would want it in the same direction as this one. There's a groove. I'll move it right here. There's a groove right here that you put it through, and then you pull it tight and it snaps in right into that groove. So you pull it tight, snap it in there, and really that's all you need. But he's got another groove. You pull it down and back over, and then there's another groove right here that you just pop it down in so your paracord doesn't back out. So that thing is rigid. So same concept there, except this one has a bottom mount. So you're going to stick it on there. Best to drop it down a little bit so you can spin it. Make about 3-4 turns, and then take your thumb screw and set it down. So that way it won't spin. So if a squirrel jumps up here and hits it, it's not going to knock your camera out of view of what you want to look at. So then you've got your thumb screw here. You just loosen it, adjust it to where you want it. Now you're good to go. And so you can tell this tree is leaning, and this camera is not on the same plane as this tree. So it does a very good job of being able to position that camera exactly where you want it. So Ultimaider has 3 different types of mounts. He has this screw in, he has this paracord style right here, and he also has a T-post mount, which is pretty cool. So if you're out in the middle of a field, you can drive down a T-post, snap that bad boy on there, you're ready to take some pictures. So go check my boy out at ultimaider.com.